Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Oh my God, have you seen that? A team that featured Lionel Messi, one of, if not the greatest player of all time, beaten by Saudi Arabia in the World Cup. And not only beaten, I think Saudi Arabia in the end really deserved their win. Yes, they had to dig in, and yes, there was an incredible amount of added time added on towards the end, and they had to hold on a little bit, but their goalkeeper was fantastic. Their defenders were incredible and really dug in when it mattered. And what a win for Saudi Arabia and the people of Saudi Arabia. And not only that, but of like, you know, the Middle East and of the Muslim world. The first World Cup in the Middle East, first World Cup in a Muslim country. And for that win to happen, it is huge. It is absolutely huge. And hats off to the Saudi Arabia national side today. Incredible performance from them. And it started in the opening 10 minutes with a really, you know, you get a penalty given. To be fair, I can see where Roy Keane's coming from. I didn't think it was a penalty initially. He had an argument with Graham Souness saying, well, it's the rules. And I kind of agree in that sense as well. It is the rules. We have seen penalties given for that kind of thing. You could argue in the England game, there was inconsistencies there. Maguire could have had a penalty. It was a penalty, it was a foul, but sometimes you don't get them. This time Argentina got it. Lionel Messi scored the penalty. And you're sitting there thinking, surely now this is Argentina 3-4-0. But it wasn't. Now, I hate to say it, but that's what you get for not starting Lisandro Martinez. They didn't start Lisandro Martinez. They started Otamendi and Romero today. And look, they had their chances in that first half. Lautaro Martinez a couple of times scored, was ruled offside. Been really impressed with the offside system and how quickly and efficiently that's worked in the World Cup. But Martinez was offside a few times. Saudi Arabia were playing a really high line. Now, you could say it was very risky. As you saw, Martinez is onside. You know, they concede a few goals. But you could say it worked because they were able to keep Lionel Messi away from the box. And whilst there was always that opportunity that someone could slip a pass in, they mainly kept Lionel Messi away from their 18-yard box and away from causing them any danger. Thought he had an off day today, besides scoring the penalty. But it's not just Lionel Messi, you know what I mean? Angel Di Maria wasn't very good. Martinez in the second half didn't really show up. You're looking around at some very good players in this Argentina side that didn't perform today. So you have to, you know, take that into consideration as well. But I thought Saudi Arabia, it was them who won this game rather than Argentina who lost it, because when maybe, you know, you could have expected them to fall away and not fight and not scrap, they carried on fighting and they hung in on the game. They made it to half time at 1-0, and in the second half, 2 world-class goals. The first one was a very good finish, to be fair. The second one was a world-class goal from Al Dassari. Fantastic finish from him. It was Al Shehri who got the first goal for them. And at 2-1, they still had a few opportunities on the break. They did have to hang on, but I thought they defended really well. And when their goalkeeper was brought into action, he stood up and he was counted. And this is another huge defeat on the world stage for Argentina. Now, everything's not lost. They've still got 2 games to go. But when you look at the teams that they've got to play coming up, Poland and Mexico, you would assume, or after the performance that Saudi Arabia put on today, they're going to put up a big fight against Poland and Mexico. You would assume those games would be a little bit more difficult. The Mexico game, somewhat of a derby. Obviously, Poland have got the likes of Robert Lewandowski. Those are going to be 2 very difficult games. So having lost the game that, you know, maybe unfairly everyone would have thought, you know, everyone would win, Argentina have put themselves in a very difficult position. And from a tournament where everyone was kind of expecting Argentina to make the latter stage of the knockouts, that is a big shock. Now, you know, we've seen teams lose and go through and all those kind of things in the past before. I think, didn't Greece lose their opening game in the Euros and go on? I don't know why that randomly popped up into my head. We've seen these things happen before. So look, maybe you don't panic. But that was alarming today. Because not only was Saudi Arabia having more fight than an Argentinian side, their finishing ability was very good. And Argentina didn't take their chances at all. They didn't take their chances. Maybe that too reliant on everything going through Messi. Maybe other players aren't stepping up. But when you've got some of the players like Di Maria, Martinez, Lautaro Martinez, you have to be doing a lot better than you are. And I think they could, I know I'm a little bit biased there, but Garnacho could have proved that everything was going down the right-hand side for them. Maybe Garnacho on the left-hand side gives you a little bit of something off the bench. But they had more than enough out there to perform today, and they didn't. And credit to Saudi Arabia, because their performance was absolutely phenomenal. And that second goal as well. I've found a clip with the Arabic commentary. If you can find it, go and check it out. It's absolutely incredible. But Saudi Arabia with a huge win. And that shakes up that group now, because, as I said, many would have expected maybe Saudi Arabia to finish bottom of that group or third in that group. And they've gone and won their first game against Argentina, the team everyone expected to top it. Now, let's see what happens in Poland, Mexico. But that is a huge win in Group C for Saudi Arabia. And that'll be, Messi goes without saying that Messi is a figure that is highly regarded around the world, and he'll have plenty of fans in the Arabic world. And that result today against Lionel Messi, that's a mad result, man. That's huge, absolutely huge. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're keeping it like, comment, share, and of course subscribe. I'll keep it coming with the World Cup content as well. We won't just have England reaction. I'll have reaction to games as they come, and I just thought I have to react to this one, because this is more than just the 3 points. I mean, this will, send shockwaves around the world, and it'll mean a lot to a lot of people as well. Big result. See you in a bit.